And here we go for the International Championship of MCW. Starting off this match is Annika Devereux and Aiden Storm. Both of these competitors have never had a shot at a singles title. Of course, though, Aiden Storm coming for a bit more pedigree than Annika, though, of course, as you know, he is one half of the longest ever reigning tag team champions. Of course, his former tag partner Gavin Storm impressing quite heavily in the World Cup. Aiden Storm didn't get that opportunity due to the favouring of his half-brother. But one of these 6 competitors will go out as international champion. And it could be one of these two here if they could run the gauntlet, so to speak. Well, that definitely wasn't 120 seconds before it counted down, but you know what? We're just going to go with it. I'm not going to be... Oh, I've already done all the entrances. The entrances are going to be quick. Fuck it. The universe mode is shit and broken. Alright, we're just going to have to cope. I don't think it really matters in these matches because you have to pin and submit to actually get them through, so I think the match will still last a decent amount of time anyway. Aiden Storm going for the pin as Kieran Black introduces himself into this match. Is that right? Hold on. Okay, it is right. Cool. So the order thing might be fine now. Cool. That's true, yeah. I mean, it is only Doug Foster and D-Way that are not from wrestling families, at least wrestling families that are within MCW anyways. Of course, Olivia and Kieran coming from the same family. Kieran going for a top rope stunner from nowhere. Aiden Storm, of course, getting at his relative, who's on this card later tonight against Henry King in a one-on-one singles match. As we now count down for the next competitor. Sorry that the timing is so shit. It's the universe mode's still broken in this game, so and they're never going to fix it because there's a new game. And now coming into the match is that's wrong. Sick game. Okay, so the orders don't work either. Even though I literally tested this before streaming, it worked. Nice. I love this game. I love this game and how it definitely works. So, I can't really do much. John, just to let you know, she was set to come out with the right number. She was set to come out with the correct number. I triple checked. I even tested before on 2 separate tester chambers, and it worked fine. So, I can't do much about it. Cut from Kieran Black to Annika, coming in next. Here's Doug Foster as the 5th entrant in this match. They're going for the submission on Kieran Black, but Kieran Black getting out of it. Olivia wasting no time though, going to Doug Foster. I'll be honest, that makes me worried for the other chamber as well, but you know. 1, 2, Kieran Black getting a 2 count out of Annika. Doug and Aiden Storm were momentarily teaming up on the international champion. And then going for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Kieran Black nearly eliminating Annika as D-Way prepares himself to be the last entrant in this match. So for any of those that were interested, the order was supposed to be Aiden, Annika, Kieran, D-Way, Doug, then Olivia. That was the order it was supposed to be. Because we wanted like a champion's advantage thing of coming in last, but, you know. But Kieran's really been taking this fight to Annika specifically. Rolling senton. But Annika now with the surprise roll-up. Trying to eliminate Kieran Black here, but a kick out at 1. It does seem like everyone is trying to target Olivia as soon as she's on her feet. Seeing that clearly she is the, you know, favourite in this match, which is to be expected. Coffin drop from Kieran Black onto Aiden Storm. Going for the pin now. 1, 2. And Kieran Black once again getting a 2 count. He's getting so close to these eliminations here, but not quite getting them over. Annika dragging Olivia back into the ring. Taking some fight to Kieran now. Clearly not too fond of all the targeting Kieran did to her earlier. And a gutbuster. A pile driver to Kieran Black from Annika. Doug Foster going for the... D-Way, sorry, looking for the elimination of Doug Foster, but Doug kicks out at 2. The big clothesline from Kieran Black to Annika Devereux. Kieran Black lines up for the stomp, but an amazing counter into a cutter from Annika. Olivia nearly getting the elimination on Doug, who kicked out at 2. Annika and Kieran Black trying to team up, but D-Way smashing their heads together. And a roll up here from Aiden Storm to D-Way. But a kick out before the ref even has a chance to count. Wait, Doug's walking off. Did Doug get eliminated? I didn't see that. Did Doug get eliminated? Did someone actually notice that happen? Because I didn't. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, okay. He tapped out to Olivia. That is unfortunate. So Olivia already one step closer to defending her title, eliminating Doug Foster. Annika setting in the submission on Aiden Storm, though. And Aiden Storm taps out to Annika. We're now down to the final 4. Olivia trying to eliminate her brother in Kieran Black here. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 for Kieran. And D-Way plants Annika down with a DDT. 1, 2, 3. Annika Devereux is eliminated. It comes down to Olivia Black, Kieran Black, and D-Way. One of these competitors will be your international champion after this match is done. And the rolling DDT from Olivia, who goes for the pin on Kieran Black. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Kieran Black, still staying in it. Bear in mind, Kieran Black was, the first person to come out of the pod, so has been in this match so far as the person who's lasted the longest so far. D-Way raining down the punches on the international champ. Kieran Black wasting no time trying to capitalise, targeting the knee. But D-Way, this is the problem when it comes down to 3 people, is it's so easy for them to take advantage. Kieran Black throwing D-Way into the corner. Hanging him upside down. Olivia raining down the punches on the knees of D-Way. Brother and sister working together as a coast-to-coast lands, hitting D-Way down. And Olivia picking up D-Way. So DDT into the pin on D-Way now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. D-Way's still in it. But Kieran Black going for the roll-up here on Olivia Black. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. We know how vicious those roll-ups are within the Black family. And another tornado DDT from Olivia Black. This could be D-Way eliminated here. 1, 2, 3, and it is. Second elimination for Olivia Black, eliminating both Doug Foster and D-Way, and it now comes down to brother and sister. Somewhat of a rematch of the last title defense that Olivia had. And a Kawagoye from Kieran Black to Olivia. Olivia rolling up though. Kieran Black with a backbreaker in the centre of the ring. Some spikes to the neck of Olivia Black. Kieran Black doing everything to try and become your new international champion. More spikes to the neck. But can Olivia retain her title as well? This is the question here. The guarantee here is that one of the Black family is going home with the international championship. And a spear after a Superman punch. Could this be it? Could we have a new international champion? 1, 2, and a kick out at the last possible second from Olivia Black to keep her chances of being champion alive. But Kieran Black wasting no time, setting up for the stomp. And this could be it now. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2. Olivia Black will not stop that easy. And a rolling senton. Kieran Black in full control. More spikes to the neck. Throwing Olivia towards the ropes. And it's been all Kieran Black at the moment. Sizing up. And a Canadian destroyer. But Olivia Black now tripping up the leg. Trying to take advantage. Kieran Black with the elbow. Goes to the outside. Kieran can't decide whether he wants to be in or out. Nope, wants to be in. Kieran Black dodging. Goes for the slap. But Olivia returns with one of her own. Throws him towards the ropes. And dropping down underneath. It goes for a suplex. But Kieran with rake in the eyes. And Olivia with a clothesline. And a power slam from Olivia in the centre of the ring. And now stomping out the chest of Kieran Black. There's been an incredible back and forth between these two. And a leg twist from Kieran Black. And he's sizing up for the stomp. And there it is. That stomp could be a new international champion. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2 from Olivia Black. The resiliency of the current international champion is ridiculous. Another rolling senton. And a springboard. And Olivia pushing him off. Legs to the chest. And a Superman punch from Olivia Black. She's sizing up. Kieran Black here. And Kieran with the elbow. Preventing what I believe would have been the... oh, what would it have been? It would have been the choke, right? It would have been the choke. Submission. Kieran Black. Sizing Olivia up. And a sweet chin music from Kieran Black. Yeah, the sleeper, that's what I meant. 1, 2, 3. Kieran Black is your new international champion. As they fought tooth and nail at the end. And it's Kieran Black who on his second attempt takes the international championship home. And confirming that the championship will be staying in the arms of a Black family member. Which I believe would mean 3 Black family members on the bounce have won this title. And it took so much from Kieran Black to topple the international champion. I could be wrong on this, but I believe there was 3 stomps, a spear, a Superman punch, and 2 Sweet Chin Musics it took to take down Olivia Black. But after all is said and done, Kieran Black is your new MCW International Champion inside the Elimination Chamber. Alright, here we go. The Fallen versus DSM 5. An immediate pin attempt from Jack Collins, broken up by Apathy. Oi! Balor! Get down! Down! Move away. Goes for the springboard kick there. The Fallen have been on attack. They've probably been they are like one of the best tag teams in the company. Cool. I mean, you can't really say that they're the best right now, Brad. They don't even hold the titles. And planting Reagan Knight face first onto the steel chair. Brutal from Apathy. I mean, it's nothing new. I mean, we've seen the DSM-5 time upon time again. I'm not scared to go to those places that, you know, most people don't. Jack Collins throwing Owen O'Rourke right into the ring post. Taking a steel chair out now and taking it to the back of Owen O'Rourke. Got a huge running knee to Owen O'Rourke. Owen O'Rourke tries to return with a knee of his own, but it's ducked by Jack Collins. Apathy and Reagan Knight still slugging it out on the ringside. But Apathy going for a lovely slingshot power bomb. Taking Reagan to the outside and then coming to the aid of her husband. But runs straight into Reagan Knight. And a stunner from Jack Collins, who goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. That really looked like it was it there. And a set out powerbomb from Jack Collins. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Jack Collins has really been just running this match at this point, to be honest. And a backhead stomp from Reagan Knight to Owen O'Rourke. Ties Owen up for a knee, but Owen gets up just in time to move out the way. Goes for a diving forearm, but doesn't get the distance needed. Jack Collins with a Michinoku driver. Reagan Knight sliding underneath, running over, and a clothesline, and a stunner from Jack Collins. Reagan Knight going in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. As both the Fallen went for pins at the exact same time, but each of them got a 2 count. And a running knee from Jack Collins to Apathy. And Owen O'Rourke's got a hold of Reagan Knight and slamming her right down to the mat. And another stunner from Jack Collins to Apathy. Pin broken up by Jack Collins before the ref counts to 1. As he slowly starts to climb top rope. Springboard Superman punch from Owen. And a frog splash from the top rope. From Jack Collins to Apathy. With Jack Collins spotting that his teammate needs help. Sending Owen into the corner now. Flattening Owen back down to the ground. Reagan Knight with a series of strikes that are sending. What do you mean no sound? No sound on what? On me or the game? If it's the game, then there's not really much I can do about that, to be honest. Oh, there wasn't from you. What do you mean? I've been talking this whole time. No, springboard lariat there. But I assume that Apathy's going to break the pin up. 1, 2. No, is she not? 3. Apathy doesn't break the pin up. Maybe putting too much trust in her husband there. As the Fallen take the win. Oh, did Jack do a possum attack? I didn't see that. The camera angle didn't really show it properly. Hopefully it'll show now. It should show in the replays, I assume. Just waiting for that part of the match to show through. Oh, yeah. He did. He did do a possum attack, but, like, Apathy caught it, but it was, like, it got him stuck in animation. Yeah. Quite smart from Jack, actually. Kind of catching her off the surprise to stop the pin from being broken up. As the Fallen once again picking up a victory. It's a common sight in MCW these days. Alright, here we go. Henry King, Gavin Storm. Two decently strong technical wrestlers here that have a focus on submissions. These two did feature in a triple threat against each other on a pay-per-view not too long ago. May have actually been at Tokyo Skirmish, I don't remember. But I believe it was Henry King that came out on top in that match. Oh, I think it was actually a fatal four-way, I think. And a roll-up here from Henry King. 1. Kick out at 1 from Gavin Storm. Looking into chain wrestling here. Henry King still the one in control, taking Gavin Storm to the ground with a power slam. Breaking the back of Gavin Storm. I mean, we know this about Henry King, that he is not afraid to play dirty if it gets him the result that he wants. Using the ropes as leverage. but a kick out at 1 nonetheless. For the pin 1, kick out at 1. Taking Gavin Storm into the corner now. Now raking the eyes once again. Goes for Gavin into the corner. He reverses this time. Quick kick to the back of the neck. A sliding suplex from Gavin Storm. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Henry King. Goes for an axe handle, but Henry King rolling out the way. Elbow to the face. Double punch to the gut here. Gavin Storm too fast on the grapple, but Henry King wriggling out of the grip. Planting Gavin down. Quick stomp to the chest before he picks him up. Punch to the face of Henry King. Throwing Henry into the corner in the turnbuckle. Henry King busted open now. As Henry with the pile driver to Gavin Storm. Moving Gavin away from the ropes. As he locks in the accolade. But he stops it from taking place. And now tripping and locking in the accolade once more. Once wasn't enough. And Gavin Storm taps out. And a very quick victory for Henry King. And Henry King showing why he is still one of the most dastardly wrestlers in MCW. Hello Apathy, welcome to the stream. Henry King celebrating his lone survivor win. Andre Cruz, Marty, and Masaaki Ryoki all in the same ring. Triple threat. No stakes, just scraps. Masaaki wasting no time going to Marty and then trying to take the fight immediately to Andre Cruz, but he's anticipating it. And this is one of those matches that truly could be anyone's. I don't think there's really any clear favourites in this match. But Andre Cruz is definitely trying his best to set himself as the favourite early on. But this is a very fast-paced match between 3 of the most adaptable wrestlers in the business. Marty with the drop kick to Masaaki Ryoki. Of course, Marty is the only one in this match that hasn't got some form of opportunity that gives them a guaranteed world title match. But also, on the flip side of that, he is the only person who has held a world championship. He's the only person that's held a world title in MCW. Of course, Andre Cruz, not without his championship glory though. He still holds the record of the fastest time from debut to winning a championship, winning the International Championship only 3 weeks after debuting. But Masaaki has been running wild so far, ever since breaking that kendo stick on both Andre Cruz and Marty. She's been pretty much in control, but Andre Cruz trying to create that space and immediately going for the springboard on Marty, but overshoots it. Met with a drop kick to the back from Marty. Marty goes for the miss, but Andre dodges out the way. I mean, Andre has got those kind of eagle eyes, so to speak, where he can see things coming from a mile away. You know, I mean, this is a man with some of the best reversals in the game. And a Kamagoye to Andre Cruz immediately falls into the pin out of instinct from Mizaki, but broken up by Marty. I believe this is Mizaki Ryoki's first multi-person matchup since she returned to MCW after her break that saw her kind of makeover. And the sit-out power bomb from Andre Cruz again, instinctively going for the pin, but Marty's right there. This is one of those games, one of these those matchups in triple threats. You've got to constantly be checking your win mirrors, seeing who's behind you at all times. And Mizaki tried to go for the black mass there, assisted by Andre Cruz, but doesn't quite get the distance. Quick kick up from Andre Cruz. And the baseball bat from Marty taken immediately to Andre Cruz. Of course, Marty may have some disdain for Andre, as Andre beat him mere weeks ago, going for the pin. But I think it was a kick out before Andre Cruz broke it up anyway. But regardless, it would have been a 1 count, regardless of what happened. Andre Cruz setting it down, going for that heel kick. And he does land it right onto Mizaki Ryoki, but Marty's right behind him with a combination of strikes to take him down. And a super kick. Oh, that was a weird notification. Okay. Andre Cruz trying to take more advantage of Marty. Here goes for a swinging net breaker, but Marty pushes him away. Mizaki goes for the springboard dropkick, but doesn't get the distance required. Now Andre Cruz raining down the strikes. And a lovely little suplex. And then a Hurricane Rana to Mizaki. Andre Cruz running right here. Goes for the pinfall on Mizaki. 1. Kick out at 1 from Mizaki Ryoki. Marty getting a few cheap shots from the apron there on Mizaki. Andre Cruz looking for that set-out powerbomb, but Marty fighting his way out of it. Met with a baseball bat to the back from Andre Cruz, from Mizaki to Andre Cruz, I mean. And then throwing the baseball bat at Andre Cruz. And Marty's got Mizaki Ryoki up high with a running sit-out powerbomb. Into the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Mizaki Ryoki. Andre Cruz with a jumping drop kick. Bunch of open palm strikes from Andre Cruz, taking him down with a spinning kick. Mizaki Ryoki with an uppercut to the back of the neck of Andre Cruz, going for the pin. 1, and a broken up by Marty. And this truly is anyone's match here. Andre with a quick kick to Mizaki. And a high knee. Goes for a drop kick. Marty dodges out the way. And a power slam onto the chair. And Mizaki was stalking Marty there. Goes to drop him off. But is met with a top rope Hurricane Rana in return from Marty. Who returns another Hurricane Rana, this time to Andre Cruz. Goes for the pin. 1. And a kick out, or broken up, sorry, by Mizaki at 1. Sets Marty down into the Devil's Kiss. As Andre Cruz on the outside of the ring gets the sledgehammer. He brings the sledgehammer into play. Mizaki went for the Black Mass, but the speed of Marty was too much to catch up with. And turns around and meets a sledgehammer to the gut from Andre Cruz. Strikes from Marty to Andre Cruz now. Got him up high into another running sit-out power bomb. Mizaki with a clothesline to take Marty down though. And Marty with a quick enziguri to take Mazaki off of his legs. Goes for a code breaker, but Mazaki pushes him away. Andre Cruz rolling behind Mazaki now. It looks like that no one is playing any favourites here. It's everyone's hands are rated E for everyone. Neck breaker from Andre Cruz there. Mai with a super kick to Andre Cruz. Mazaki throws a big leg knee takedown from Mazaki. Goes for a kick on Andre Cruz. Andre Cruz puts the legs up though. And a high knee from Andre Cruz to Mazaki. Goes for a suplex, but Mazaki catching, returning strikes to the face. And the sit-out power bomb from Andre Cruz. 1 and a kick, and it's broken up by Marty at 1. Marty throwing the chair right at the face. The referee's knocked down though. Could that maybe cost someone the match here? And Mazaki going for the Black Mass again. Doesn't land. Seated heel kick from Andre Cruz. And the Kamigoye from Mazaki. Met with the baseball bat. Oh, and she just kind of ignored it. Andre Cruz trying to go rampant with that baseball bat. Referee has got back to his foot. Standing Spanish fly from Marty. And a Hurricane Rana. And the Black Mass to the back of Marty. And a second Black Mass. This time to the face of Marty. I don't know why she didn't go for the pin there. Andre Cruz trying to steal the win here. But Mazaki breaking up the pin. She should have just went for the pin right after that double Black Mass. Stomp to the chest of Andre Cruz from Mazaki Ryoki. And a suplex from Mazaki to Marty. Marty with the roll-up. 1. And it's broken up at 1 by Andre Cruz. Who grabs the baseball bat but can't capitalize. Hurricane Runner from Marty to Andre Cruz. Andre Cruz with the roll-up here. He could steal it here. 1, 2, 3, and he does. Mazaki was just about to run to break the pin up, but it's Andre Cruz that takes it with a roll-up. Oh, as Andre Cruz picks up the win. But all around been some good matches. As Andre Cruz takes the victory home after pinning Marty. Mazaki was this close to breaking it up. She probably could have. European Championship. It's Javier that's answered the open challenge which means he's put his career on the line for this shot. And for Blood Devils, man, what you have missed so far. The opening match of the International Elimination Chamber was won by Kieran Black after Olivia Black and Kieran Black were the final two, and it went on for about 10 minutes, and it was incredible. The Fallen beat DSM-5. Henry King beat Gavin Storm very quickly, made him tap out. He did two finisher submissions back to back, made him tap. And Andre Cruz won the triple threat after rolling up Marty. After a good, 10 to 15 minute scrap between them. And now it is the career versus title open challenge of Leon Grimes, which obviously this technically this started with Lacana Toro all the way at Tokyo Skirmish, of course, but that wasn't really an open challenge. This was more Lacana Toro tempted Leon Grimes to accept his challenge for the European Championship by putting his title on the line. It then continued to see Evelyn Reyes get retired by Leon Grimes, as well as Roxanne Valentine was retired by Leon Grimes. And now we could be seeing Harvey Honor retire, or we could see finally a new champion, a new European champion for the first time since, I believe, the third pay-per-view of the season. Leon Grimes lifting Harvey over the top rope. Harvey getting the leg up. Slamming Leon Grimes down on the outside with a power slam, as he now goes for another running power slam. Leon Grimes was going to return with a power slam of his own, but doesn't take much for Harvey to be able to break the grip of Leon Grimes, considering the size and strength difference between these two men. And Harvey goes for that axe handle on the outside, but Leon Grimes had managed to outspeed him by getting back in the ring. Both men get in the ring at the same time. Harvey gets the advantage, though. Power slam throwing Leon Grimes to the mat. And our big splash from Harvey Honor. And a stomp to the elbow. And this match has been all Harvey Honor so far. Big elbow drop here. And you could say that during this little kind of career versus title open challenge that Leon Grimes has been doing, that I don't think anyone would dispute the fact that this is definitely the biggest challenge that he has faced so far. Definitely the biggest name. I mean, Harvey Honor has had some major opportunities in his career in MCW. Was involved in the World Cup, of course. He was part of the Road to Glory ladder match that was won by Andre Cruz. A man that fans would have pinned as, potential future world champion level. A roll-up from Leon Grimes, but it's a rope break called by the referee. Leon Grimes trying to take advantage of that quick surprise to Harvey Honor to gain some momentum back in this match, as he needs it. This match has all been Harvey Honor so far. And a big drop kick to the back at the bottom of the spine of Harvey Honor. Using the corner to his advantage to kind of alley-oop. Tries to take Harvey to the corner, but Harvey getting the elbows to the stomach. And a running drop kick from the Viking. And a return Hurricane Rana from Leon Grimes. Bit more athleticism than he maybe shows in most of his matches. I mean, we have had word that Leon Grimes has been trying to make a more athletic change to his moveset to become a little bit more unpredictable to the MCW roster. As it looks like he's going to set up for that nothing but net. Will it land? And it does! The nothing but net lands from Leon Grimes. But the roll-up immediately from Harvey Honor. 1. Kick out at 1. That was a very important moment there for Harvey Honor, because that could have been bad. Harvey gets Leon Grimes up. Drops him face first onto the top turnbuckle. And gets him up for a backbreaker. Into a second backbreaker. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Leon Grimes. Punch to the stomach of Leon Grimes from Harvey Honor. Power slam. Into a sit-out powerbomb into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Leon Grimes. That looked like it could have all been it there. And clearly the confidence is kicking in for Harvey Honor. Lifts Leon Grimes up over his head. Drops him back down to the mat. And Leon Grimes with the Hurricane Rana. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Okay. That was a little bit odd. Throws him towards the ropes. But Harvey Honor with the reversal. Once again, flexing his confidence to the crowd. And honestly, you can't really blame Harvey Honor for thinking he has this match in the bag. He's been in pretty much full control this whole time. And every time that Leon Grimes gets a bit of momentum in, Harvey's able to put a stop to it completely. Big discus punch from Harvey Honor. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Leon Grimes. Goes for the knee, but Leon Grimes moving out the way. And the twist of fate from Leon Grimes out of nothing. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. A springboard moonsault from Leon Grimes here. Could this have been the little momentum change that he needs? Taking Harvey Honor to the corner. Busted open on the turnbuckle. And a power slam. As he goes to the top rope. Looking for the nothing but net once again. Will he land it for a second time? And he does! As he goes to the top rope, looking for the frog splash, and it lands! Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Leon Grimes retains, and Harvey Honor retires from MCW. As Leon Grimes proving that he is the real European champion of MCW. And retiring the Viking, Harvey Honor. And there was no flukes on that one. No winning with a regular move. of Leon Grimes as usual there. As he takes down Harvey Honor. As he hits the twist of fate, then the nothing but net, and then the frog splash. As Leon Grimes retires a 4th MCW wrestler. As that list is now Lacana Toro, Evelyn Reyes, Roxanne Valentine, and Harvey Honor. And that takes Leon Grimes to his 14th successful title defense of the European Championship. And at this point, you just have to wonder if anyone has a chance of taking that belt off of him at this point. It is for the MCW World Championship. You have the challenger, Francis Sharp, who'll be taking on the champion, Helga. Of course, Francis having the numbers advantage with having the rest of Survival Instinct in his corner, which are Ricky Riley and Brody Murray, the MCW Tag Team Champions, who will be the next match, in fact, after this, as they will take on, they will put their titles on the line against the Free Radicals, which, of course, there is a chance that at the end of tonight, all 3 members of Survival Instinct will go home holding gold. Of course, Francis could end up holding gold here, but it really is then down to Brody Murray and Ricky Riley to defend their titles and have that dominance that Survival Instinct promised to the fans of MCW, despite it being against their will. And a big uppercut from Francis Sharp to Helga to start things up. And this is definitely the biggest match of Helga's career by far. Because sure, some would say that being able to have that championship match in the first place against Kim Min-ji was big stakes, but Francis Sharp is a different beast to Kim Min-ji. You know, Kim Min-ji was a woman who managed to get that win over her father, got the opportunity through, you know, her father wanting to pick his final retirement opponent. Of course, though, she had struggled in singles competition leading up into that match. You know, hadn't won a match since before comeuppance in a singles competition, I believe. But nonetheless, it doesn't take away from how great the achievement was of Helga winning world title gold on, I believe, what might have been her first pay-per-view appearance. Oh no, it wouldn't have been, because she would have been on. I think she would have been in. I think you're right. She would have been in the Rumble, I assume. Matches against talent like Brad Collins, but Francis is also on that level. Exactly. She has shown that she can beat World Championship level players in this company, by beating former World Champion Brad Collins before. But she'll be looking to beat Francis Sharp here, one of the most experienced wrestlers in MCW, one of the most decorated wrestlers in MCW as well. I mean, he is already the only wrestler in MCW history to have held 2 different titles from 2 different divisions. Of course, the only other person to hold 2 different titles was Max Black, who's held both the World and the All-Star Championship, but they are both registered in the same division of title. Francis Sharp, of course, winning an International Championship and a Tag Team Championship with MD Silver, the man that he'd betrayed in order to form Survival Instinct, as what we see it today. And he'll be looking to be the first man to win all 3 different divisions of titles in MCW, meaning that if he wins here tonight, the only thing he would need in his career is one singular European Championship reign, and he would be MCW's first ever Grand Slam champion. Helga going for the pin early, but a kick out before the ref has a chance to count to 1. but not to take away from the different beast that is Helga as well. A submission machine, a blueprint in technical wrestling, but the world's strongest slam from Francis. Because this is truly a tale of technical wrestling versus just raw power. And the spear! No, it's a reversal into a DDT from Helga. It was so smooth that even I didn't notice it was a reversal. What a reversal from Helga there. Not many people have reversed the Francis Sharp spear. Helga going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Francis, who's clearly caught off guard. Helga getting Francis to his feet. And locking in the armbar. And Francis with the reversal to fling Helga off. As he holds the elbow, attending to the damage that the armbar clearly did there. And Helga flipping Francis over the ropes. And Helga needs this victory to be able to increase her stocks as a world champion here. This is her first defense after all. Francis has got her up high. And a power bomb onto the barricade. Nearly splitting Helga in half. And throwing her back in the ring. Throwing her into the corner. But Helga getting the elbow up. Goes for Francis to the ropes, but Francis returns, throwing her to the apron. Punch nearly sends her crashing. Throwing her back into the ring. Some powerful strikes there, but a hip toss from Helga. She's now targeting the leg with repeated elbow drops to the knee of Francis Sharp. And targeting the leg once again. She's aware that being able to carry all that power doesn't hold that much use if you can barely even stand. Francis with the quick leg up. Goes for a stomp. And a running bulldog from Helga here. Targeting the same arm as she hit the armbar on earlier. Picks Francis up. And looking for another armbar. Could this be it here? Francis could tap out here. But Francis with another reversal. And that arm has got to be killing by now. Goes for the clothesline, but doesn't get the height on it. Goes to throw towards the ropes, but it's a dodge, throwing him back into the ropes. Now goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Francis Sharp. Francis with the elbow. Strikes to the body and head of Helga. And more. Powerful punch to the gut there. Gets Helga up in a powerbomb position, in a falling powerbomb. As he's now sizing Helga up for a spear, and this time it connects. No reversal, no DDT from Helga. Goes in for the pin now. Could Francis be your new world champion? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Helga. She's still in this one. Francis moving Helga away from the ropes. Goes for the world's strongest slam for a second time. As it looks like he's going to go for another spear. The last time he did this, she reversed with a DDT, but it's another spear from Francis. Goes in for the pin for a second time. 1, 2, and another kick out at 2 from Helga. She's still alive in this one. Francis going for the second pin though, using the ropes as leverage. Kick out at 1. And a big suplex from Francis to Helga. Running towards the ropes. Goes for a big elbow drop, but Helga moves out the way. Dodges the punch. Francis dodges the punch in return. It's strike after strike from these two. Ranger kicks into a clothesline. As she now goes in for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Francis. And this match is still alive. As Francis crawls over to the ropes. Into the corner. Helga targeting the arm. Using the rope to assist her. And once again doing the same thing, but this time utilising the legs, putting in some sort of headlock with the ropes in the corner. And she's locking in the armbar. Once again, this could be it here. Francis could tap out here. And Francis Sharp taps out as Helga retains her championship. Oh, it's a big win. It is a big win for Helga to take down Francis Sharp. And all hopes of Survival Instinct leaving with all the gold tonight is over. But that doesn't mean that Survival Instinct can't still go home defending their tag team championships tonight in the next match that's upcoming as Helga celebrates her first title defense as MCW World Champion. And here it is, the MCW Tag Team Championships on the line as Survival Instinct coming and putting their titles on the line against the team that they beat for their opportunity to get the shot at the tag titles. Of course, these two had a number one contenders match at the Brawl for All pay-per-view. And the winner would have been the number one contender for the tag team championships, which at the time were held by Francis Sharp and MD Silver. Of course, you know, we know what happened afterwards. Of course, Survival Instinct picked up the win and Francis Sharp aligned himself with them, showing a bigger plan that he had for the last few weeks. But Francis Sharp is not here to accompany them here in this match, as he is probably most likely backstage in the medical arena nursing that arm of his after 3 brutal arm bars from Helga after he lost his opportunity to be world champion here tonight at Lone Survivor. And right now it is the Free Radicals that seem to be in control. Survival Instinct here. And you have to imagine that Survival Instinct's mentals could be all over the place after that Francis Sharp loss. I don't think there was any doubt in really any of their minds that Francis would have beaten Helga, so maybe that has added that kind of anything can happen vibe in these matches tonight, as they're both dazed on the ground. But maybe they're feeling even more pressure because, you know, Francis already lost his opportunity at gold, and if Survival Instinct were to lose the gold that they already have tonight, then that would kind of take away their ability to claim themselves as the most dangerous faction in MCW. But as Doug just said in the chat, Free Radicals will be feeding off of that mindset of anything can happen here as a team that is 0-3. But they have really shown out so far against Survival Instinct. But to be fair, that's how it worked in the debut match of these two, where they went head-to-head to become the #1 contenders of the tag division, where it was Free Radicals that took control most of the match, but then it was a very last-second push from Survival Instinct that was able to win them the matchup. Running splash to Ben Brooks from Brody Murray. And a one-handed power bomb from Brody Murray to Ben Brooks as he goes up top. And it's a tsunami to Ben Brooks. Goes in for the pin now. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. It really looked like it was over that quickly. And a big elbow to take Ben Brooks down. Ben Brooks rolling back up though. And returning with some strikes faster than Brody Murray can hit the clothesline. Kari Kelly kicking Ricky Riley into Ben Brooks, who plants Ricky Riley onto the ground here. Could we have new tag champs? 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. No new tag champs just yet. Kari Kelly taking the fight to Brody Murray. Brody Murray getting the fists up and a running clothesline to take her down. Ricky Riley gets the knees up against the springboarding Ben Brooks. And a suplex from Ricky Riley. Brody Murray manhandling Kari Kelly. Ricky Riley going for the pin. 1. Kick out at 1. Brody Murray coming in with a kendo stick. Hitting the head of Ben Brooks with the kendo stick. Throwing him into the corner now. As Ricky Riley does the same to Kari Kelly. Ben Brooks has got him high. But the submission from Ricky Riley locked in. And the referee calls for rope break. Could that rope break call have saved Free Radicals here? They go for the pin. 1. No, not even a 1. Brody Murray breaks it up. Rolls out of the way the kick. And a splash. And a face plant from Kari Kelly to Brody Murray. Ricky Riley rolls out the way. Goes to run directly at her, but she manages to catch him off guard. Kari Kelly throwing Ricky Riley across the ring. Goes for the pinfall. 1. And it's broken up by Brody Murray at 1. And a springboard stunner to Brody Murray to take him down. As Free Radicals in full control right now. And still in control. Ben Brooks looking to finish off. Brody Murray here with the DDT. Goes for the pin. Ricky Riley pushing the arm off. I don't know what he's doing, but he breaks it up. It's a very... He went the long way around it. Maybe he was scared of Kari Kelly doing a last dive to block him. But a backstabber into the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Ben Brooks did trip Brody Murray over. That could have looked like it for the moment it was going to save the match, but... Or win them the title, sorry. A DDT from Kari Kelly. Kari Kelly goes to the corner. Brody Murray thrown out the ring now. It is just Free Radicals in the ring alone with Ricky Riley. Taking the kendo stick to him. Run into the knee. This is not looking good for Survival Instinct. Kendo stick brought in now by Kari Kelly. Ricky Riley getting back to his feet though. Brody Murray gets a bit of space from him and Ben Brooks. Standing moonsault on the outside. And Corey Kelly with a DDT in the ring. Brody Murray distracted on the outside, though. 1, 2, 3. Even though it was broken up, Free Radicals are your new tag team champions. Alright. We got Noah Morrison challenging for the world, the All-Star Championship from Wayne Evans, who is coming into his... Is this his second defense? Or did he just win it? I don't know. I don't fucking know when Wayne Evans won it. He won a Tokyo Skirmish, didn't he? That was when he beat Max. And then... He didn't have another title defense, right? He had like a match against someone, I swear, like on Strike, but it wasn't a title match. I remember him winning, but I don't fucking remember who it was against. Probably like John Black or fucking something like that. Andre, there we go. Alright, the referee showing both the competitors the title that they're fighting for tonight. Wayne Evans going for an early pin. A kick out at 2. This is where I wish I had a second commentator where I could just... You could just take the fucking reins while I'm a bit brain dead. Noah Morrison lifting Wayne Evans above his head and dropping him back down to the ground. Spinning power slam. Going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Noah. Keeping his championship hopes alive. Wayne Evans stalking Noah Morrison. But Noah gets the elbow up. Throws him towards the ropes. Misses all the strikes though, but still connects with one anyways. Gets him up. Yeah, that is true. Noah is 0-2 in title matches, losing both of those opportunities to Leon Grimes. But there's different stakes here. This is not the European Championship. This is the All-Star Championship. This is a world title. One of the 2 highest prizes in the company. And a pop-up cutter. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2 from Wayne Evans. Noah Morrison nearly securing his first singles championship. Another power slam from Noah Morrison. Not shying away from the fight of Wayne Evans. Going for the pin once more. 1, 2, 3. Noah Morrison beats Wayne Evans to become your new All-Star Champion, as Noah Morrison picks up his first singles championship. I hate that no one can seemingly defend their title as well, by the way. That's really fucking annoying. Well, I mean, that's not true. Helga defended, I guess, and fucking Leon Grimes defends all the time. Olivia nearly did. Oh, I guess it's actually not that bad. What is it? 3 new champions? Or 3 belt changes, 2 that have been defended. Well, I mean, it's pretty even, I guess. For some reason in my head, like, all belts changed hands, which they didn't. And 1 title wins. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much everyone who's won a title in recent has been pretty unplanned, to be honest. But Noah Morrison is your All-Star Champion. And I believe this is the first time that any of Doug's characters have won a singles championship, I believe. Because the only other title that he's ever had is, like, it was Doug Foster won a tag title at the very beginning. International title may have been defended if the chamber wasn't shit. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Here we go. The number one contendership chamber starts off with the only two former world champions in this match, in Brad Collins versus Max Black. A matchup that we have seen a couple of times. Obviously, Brad was the person who took the first ever world championship reign away from Max Black, and Max took that title right back after winning a number one contendership battle royal. So Max is no stranger to winning a multi-man match to become number one contender. Can he go the whole way here? Of course, worth noting as well, there are two Black family members in this chamber match. In the chamber match that opened the show, there were also two Black family members in that match, and it came down to them in the final two. Could we see the same thing here tonight? We're going to find out who the third entrant in this match is. Let's hope the order's not fucked, but it probably will be. Because game done. Okay, I mean, third entrant is right, but the third entrant was right on the last one, so we should be alright. As Elena Claire steps into this match now. Of course, she was a World Cup finalist. Losing out in the finals to Masaki Ryoki, claiming that her head wasn't in the game due to the retirement earlier that night of Lacana Toro. And it is a bit difficult for her in this match as well. Truly a mole climbing a molehill or a mountain hill, whatever the saying is. I don't fucking know the saying at this point. Basically, she's a small woman in there with two big behemoths, who is coming in at number 4, the fourth competitor in this match, and it is Diego Barbosa. At least the order of this is so far right. So, and I mean the last two, I don't really mind what order, to be honest. It's not the end of the world. Diego immediately going for the roll-up on Max Black. Of course, there's some history there, as Max was the one who defeated Diego in his first and only world title opportunity. All the way back at... Was that back at Fight Fest, was it, I want to say? Nobody's talking in the chat, which is a little bit annoying and difficult. You know, considering it's supposed to have big match feel, and no one else is talking but me. Max going for the pin. 1. Going for the... kicking out at 1. And we're going to find out fifth person in this match will be MD Silva. Okay, the order worked on this one. So I don't know. Maybe it was something to do with the because there was a champion in the last one. Maybe that fucked up the order or something. I don't know why it would, but... Max and Brad consistently engaging. Brad going for the pin on Max here. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out at 1. To be fair, Max and Brad are definitely the ones that you'd want to take out of this match as early as possible, because they're not the type of guys you want to be in the late stage when you're all knackered and exhausted. The last type of people you need to go against is these two. The fall from grace from Max Black to Brad Collins goes for the pin, but a kick out at 2. Yeah, I don't think MD really has... I mean, the only history that MD has is that after he returned and got his... Max with a rear naked choke on Brad Collins. Brad Collins breaking his way out of it, though. And a code breaker from Elena Claire to Diego Barbosa. Goes for the spinning back fist, but Diego blocks it with Enziguri. Remember correctly, he's fought Elena, he's fought Diego and Brad. He might have done, he's definitely fought Brad before. Diego going for the pin on Brad Collins. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. All 6 competitors still in this match now. Max Black going for the pin on Elena. Elena, a kick out at 1. John Black is introduced in this match now. Diego going for the pinfall on. Brad Collins is eliminated by Diego Barbosa. Max Black with the BFT to Elena Claire. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Brad Collins eliminated first as Diego Barbosa picks up the elimination. Stomp to the chest of MD Silva. Max Black with the power slam to Elena Claire. Elena with a quick kick to Max Black. And an arm drag. A roll up from John Black to Diego. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Those roll ups from John Black are dangerous. I believe that's how he won that international championship from Andre Cruz all that time ago. Of course, there's going to be question marks as well on MD Silva during this match. See if his head is truly in the game with what he's been going through with Francis and Survival Instinct lately. And the power driver from Elena Claire to Max Black as she goes for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Elena Claire nearly got the elimination on the 2-time world champion. Diego getting the elbow up to Max. John Black going for the pin on Elena. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from Elena Claire. But MD Silva's right behind. But John Black reverses, sending him into the ropes. MD Silva with the counter. Throwing John Black to the outside. Now it's Elena Claire and MD Silva linking up together. Elena Claire with the sit-out powerbomb. Goes in for the pin here on MD Silva. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from MD Silva. John and Max linking up together. We haven't seen these two fight each other since... Well, have we ever seen these two fight each other, actually? And now we're going in for the pin. 1, 2... Oh, and John nearly this close to eliminating his own brother from the Elimination Chamber. We saw Kieran Black do the same, eliminating a sibling earlier on to win the Elimination Chamber in the International Championship. Can John Black show that same kind of aggression here? I mean, he knows that Max would do the same to him. But yeah, Max did destroy John on the path to his first ever title, that is true. John Black off the side of the chamber with a splash into the back of Max Black. MD Silva going for the pin on Diego. 2, 3. MD Silva's eliminated Diego Barbosa. But John Black jumping off the chain link wall of the chamber, splashing onto the back of Max Black. Elena Claire throwing John Black into the ring. And MD Silva with the Torpedo Moscow to Max Black. Goes for the elimination here. 1, and the springboard. 2, kick out at 2. The springboard from John Black to Elena Claire. Tell you what, I would have put my house on the fact that Max Black would not have kicked out of that Torpedo Moscow with all the pain he has endured during this match. But John Black going for the power driver to MD Silva. Looks like he was going to go for the pin, but Elena trying to steal with the roll-up. 1, kick out at 1 from John Black. Max Black now clearly not taking too kindly to that Torpedo Moscow from MD Silva, but goes to link up with Elena Claire here. And a headbutt to send Elena down to the ground. MD Silva gets up. John Black dodging out the way though. He's going for the package power driver on MD Silva. And he goes for the pinfall. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from MD Silver. And a springboard moonsault. And Elena Claire with a code breaker to Max Black. Goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Elena Claire has eliminated the 2-time world champion. Oh my god, Elena Claire's got John Black up for the pile driver. Goes in for the pin here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 from John Black. It's now down to MD Silver, John Black, and Elena Claire. One of these competitors will go on to challenge for the world title, which will mean we're guaranteed a new challenger at Final Destination who has never challenged for a world title before. All of them have gotten close, but no cigar. And MD Silver, with the pile driver to Elena Claire, goes in for the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's down to MD Silver and John Black. And MD Silver with the Torpedo Moscow. 1, 2, 3. MD Silver has won the Elimination Chamber and is your number 1 contender for Final Destination after eliminating 3 people in this match. It's a very strong performance from MD Silver and maybe showing that grass is greener on the other side, regardless of the turn of Francis. Alright. So, as things stand right now, your number 1 contenders for final, your champions for Final Destination are Helga